Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Garage Golf Simulator. This is Turbo Talon Golf. Date's Monday the 9th of February 2025, 2026, excuse me. Today on GS Pro for the Sim Golf Tour, I wanted to play Flying Fat Kids Crazy Fun League because that's usually what I do on Mondays. But I'm erroring out on this one, and I think Crushing It has also done Canyon Run. I don't know, guys. Maybe if I restart GS Pro, it'll go away, but I don't have a whole lot of time. So let's play Joe Lagowski's league and maybe no pros. Joe Lagowski's at Taco? Okay. Golf, lake, and forest course. Okie doke. 6,900 yards, that's going to be fun. Saturday pins, 5-foot gimmies, normal, 11 stimp, breezy wind. Looks like it'll be a lot of fun. My throat's starting to hurt, so I think I may be getting sick. That's really it. Let's play some golf and maybe watch some shitty TikToks or look at the screen captures of said shitty TikToks. And have a good time. Fixing K2Ts like I often do. Let's just hit up here. Guys, I don't know if I'm hitting a hook or a slice today with the driver. Hi. Negative 21. Why do you ask if I'm doing surgery? Tee came off the tether again. I'm sure nobody's surprised. Let's get it ready for the next hole. Can't wait till the SIGPRO tees get here. 300 yards to the pin. Hopefully this is a par 5. Flying Fat Kid says, did you see ProTee added closure rate? What is closure rate? Is that how fast you get over your ex-girlfriends or something? What's closure rate? Is closure rate how fast you're closing in on a double bogey? Guys, we got some wind I didn't notice. How fast the club turns at impact. So like gear effect. Gear effect rate. Guys, what league are we playing? What did I say we were playing? I don't know. Lagowski. So this is going to be a fucking nightmare. And this is not a par 5. The closer to 0, the more square through impact. Yeah, that ain't me, buddy. I don't even need to show that statistic. Okay, there's your Turbo Talon 6. Why would this be a 410-yard par 3? Guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's GS Pro, but there have been courses lately where everything's been a par 3 even though it's not actually a par 3 course. So take it for what it's worth. Don't know, can't help you there. Don't know, can't help you there. For golf's sakes in the chat. Yeah, it's calling all of these a par 3, so bear with me, guys. We got a tailwind. I think I'm getting sick, so let's just get through these rounds quick here. $38 yards. Yeah, that was a pretty good drive, huh? 38 feet. Yeah, guys, it's calling everything a par 3. Well, this one's actually a par 3. What we can do is look at the scorecard here, and we can see they're all par 3s. I don't know how you do that. When I set my league up, it doesn't give me an option, so at least not one that I'm aware of to do that. So, I think some of the people that do it are just kind of being a bunch of laughing, joking numbnuts, but apparently it's something that maybe SGT or GS Pro do on their own. I do not know, guys. Beryllium copper 3-iron there. You can see we're a little far. So Tim, I was looking up the beryllium copper ping eye lob wedge, and apparently those are pretty rare because people want a pretty penny for them. Oh, that was so close. Okay, it's an issue with the designer. It says Flying Fat Kid. Oh, come on, dude. Boggy. We'll look at a TikTok here in a second. La 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 la. Yeah, Tim says, well, Flying Fat Kid says I'll have the lob wedge soon. So I don't know if I can justify spending $285 on a fucking beryllium copper lob wedge. We'll have to play that one by ear, guys. I don't mind paying a certain amount for these vintage clubs, but these guys know what they have and they're charging accordingly. I think that was the right club, but you can see where we're at. Not quite ideal. Let's putt. Flying Fat Kid said he wanted the Mizuno that came out in copper real bad a few years ago. Dude, after seeing these clubs, I might have a hard time ever not playing copper clubs. Okay, we got a putt 39 feet plus whatever. Get in the hole. Flying Fat Kid says, you only hit 285, step your game up. I'm trying, okay? I really am. For golf's sake, says he might start playing one of his beryllium copper PGF Precision Golf Forgings status irons, basically Australian I2 copy. He has 3 sets of them. Yeah, they're very attractive golf clubs. I ain't gonna lie, they're very attractive. Like, nobody's said a fucking word to me about any of the golf clubs I've owned, but some guy at the golf course yesterday pulled me aside and said, what irons are those? Healy. And something just shit the bed. All right, we had to do a little bit of tweaking here. Maybe we can get close to 40, 50, 60 frames a second. Although I do see the frame rate occasionally dropping. Nobody's here for the golf. That's why I can't make videos that are just my golf shots, because nobody would watch them. Keep on rolling over the edge of the hole like that. That happens in real life all the time. Let's look at a couple of TikToks here. Guys, I'm not really 9 over. I will be 9 over. I'm just not currently 9 over right this second.
For Valentine's Day, I thought I'd buy a gun.
That totally was not porn. What's this fucking twat have to say? Erica Leanne says, I hate dating men because what do you mean I double cleansed, exfoliated, shaved, put on 3 layers of lotion, plucked my brows, did my nails, and you didn't even brush your teeth? Leanne, Erica, I got some bad news for you. There's a reason chicks date older rich men and men date younger poor women. You bring looks to the table, we bring fucking money and security. You honestly don't care if I brushed my teeth. You care what's in my wallet. You care what's in my 401k. You care what's in my bank account. I care what is underneath your clothes, okay? That's why you did what you did, and all he did was brush his teeth. So let's not fucking front. You don't actually care. Let's see what else we got here. Morgan Snail says, oh, she's a ringer, boys. She says, me when my mom said I looked like a child prostitute in the 10th grade for wearing a mini skirt, thigh highs, and heels to geometry class. All I got to say to this one is, look at you now, Morgan. You're really fucking crushing it. Maybe your mom was right. All right, let's get back to the golf. Yeah, Tim, I don't play the clubs because I want to get attention. I guess if I was truly asked why I was playing them, I would say I'm not really sure. They're beautiful, they're vintage. I like old stuff, I drive old cars. I don't know. Oh, 112 to the pin. Got a tailwind. Putting, we're putting, we're putting, we're putting, 32, 32, let's play 35 footer. How about a 55 footer? Sheesh. Come on. Still a bogey. Just kidding. Guys, we got a huge choke point here. Probably not worth hitting driver. Now I have been putting them out there, but I would need to carry 280 to close this water. And I honestly don't want to worry about it. Okay? I don't want to worry about it. Let's hit the beryllium copper 1 iron here, and hopefully I don't duff the piss out of it. Very difficult club to hit, though. That was okay, but that ain't gonna go 1 iron distance. Okay, 208 to the pin on a par 3. I'm obviously joking. Let's hit the 2-iron. Beautiful. It felt really buttery, but it's over in the forest. We got to go over a tree. Let's see if we can get somewhere on the green. It's going to be difficult. Let's just hit the ball. There you go. Roll, 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 roll. $25 feet. I think this may actually be a par 3. What frame rate are we at here? We're not doing too bad. We need to play like 155-yard shot into some wind. Oh, that's fun. Guys, we are center mass on this tree. We'll do the best we can. Okay. Let's see what fucking garbage TikTok's got for us. Princess Baloveras says she could care less about football in the Super Bowl, but I just heard the Seahawks are owned by a woman who loathes Trump, so for that reason, go Seahawks. Guys, it's not what she's saying. I could care less is the that's not how it's pronounced. That's not the phrase. It's I could not care less. What she's saying here is she could actually care less about football, which is not what she is intending to say. Oh, I love this fucking lady. Stephanie Healing Betrayal. Look at this girl. Would you go anywhere near this woman? Men will stay loyal to one losing football team for life, but won't stay loyal to one woman for 5 seconds when things get hard. Lady, you are talking about a very small percentage of men. And I'd also like to point out that a marriage, a fucking relationship, a situationship, whatever you're in, it's not a competition. It's a collaboration. If you guys are fighting against each other, it's never going to work out. So stop putting shit like this on TikTok. Find yourself a man or woman or whatever it is that you like to snuggle in bed with at night, and stop being in competition with them and start being in a collaboration, a collaborative environment with them. It's fucking getting old. All your TikToks are the same, and you're not giving me good content. Stephanie, you're dyeing your hair with fucking Kool-Aid packets. Jesus. Men this and men that and fucking blah, 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 blah. We're so fucking terrible. Oh my God. Men are just horrible, horrible beings. We're so terrible. God, why does the good Lord allow us to occupy the same planet with you, ladies? You know there hasn't been one matriarchal society that has ever lasted very long? I'm just going to throw that out there. Oh, guys, I was really hoping we were going to hit one of those crisp little drives that we've been hitting. But we're in the water. Let's see what kind of a drop we can get here. It's going to give us a really good drop. I don't even think this is a legal drop. 91. What's my 91 club? Let's get this up on the green. Got a lot of a headwind here. Doot 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 doot. 10 feet. Get in the hole, you little bitch. Bogey, bogey, bogey. Wake up. If we didn't spend so much time fucking worried about the divisions between us, the things that make us different, man, woman, black, white, Mexican, Asian, fucking Puerto Rican, we'd probably have space travel figured out by now. But all it is the same fucking broken record over and over and over again. All men are like this, all women are like that, all black people are like this. It's like, come on. Change the record. Change the fucking record. Guys, I couldn't even be bothered to put my fucking golf shit on. My 9-iron just went as far as a loft jack 9-iron goes, so that's kind of hard to, it's kind of hard to plan a shot. Go. Sit. Tim says these women will all wake up one day and realize why they're 50 to 60 years old and they're all alone. Tim, I actually have a TikTok for you coming up that's sort of in that vein, if we get to it. So stay tuned, brother. Tim, I think you just released a new video, the ASMR one. For that we thank you, sir. Uh, 130, looks like we're going uphill. 130 with a tailwind. I'll take my chances. Tim, I don't understand why everything's got to be a fucking competition. Men and women are complementary. They're like yin and yang. We're not competing for the same space. I don't get it, dude. We're meant to complement one another and work together, not put shitty things on the internet that encompass an entire genre of people, you know? I don't get it, buddy. I don't get it. Get up there. I don't fucking get it. My wife's struggles are my struggles. Her struggles are my struggles. My struggles are her struggles. Like, if she's got to get some shit done around the house and she's not going to have time because she's got other shit she's got to do, I take care of that. When I don't have time to put gas in her car, or I'm not going to have time to change her oil, she'll go put gas in her car. She'll go to one of those 5-minute lube places and get the oil changed real quick. She doesn't fucking get on TikTok and say what a piece of shit I am, you know? Yeah, the torching video. Tim's talking about his torching video. Yep. Yep. I love your videos, man. I know you don't release stuff very frequently, but very interested when I see something new pop up. I appreciate you. From one craftsman to another, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate the care that you put in, the time that you put in. It doesn't go unnoticed. I know there are some people who don't understand how much work that is, but it's not easy. Tim says relationships are a two-way street. Work together, stay together. 100%. Am I the same guy that my wife married out of high school? Fuck no, I'm not. I've probably gained 50, 60, 70 pounds. I don't know. I don't know what you women expect. I could maybe drive her off the deck far enough to get to that green, but it's pretty high risk. We can assume this 3-wood's gonna curve around. Plus we've got some wind blowing. It's curving a little too much. We'll see what kind of conundrum we're in. Actually looks like we'll be fine. You'd be happy with that shot in real life. You've got a clear shot to the pin and you weren't in the water. Just be happy with that one. Nope. How far'd that go? That was not nearly enough carry. Guys, working with my swing coach on my chip shots. That's all you can really do, right? We can reasonably expect to hit right there. Oh shit, let's look at a couple more TikToks here. We're trying to finish as fast as we can. Hey Foof. Yeah, they're here, boss. They're in play. They've been to the golf course a couple times. Does this work? They're beautiful. I got the sand wedge en route, but the lob wedge is insanely expensive. Foof says thoughts. I love them. They're beautiful. They're functional. I can definitely tell they have more spin because they're the Not Plus version. Definitely, they'll bite into a green a lot better than the other ones would. You guys, the day that goes 243 total on the real golf course at 158 mile an hour ball speed is the day the fucking hell freezes over. Okay? Was it leaky? 100%. But I'm not buying that shit. Not for a minute. It was leaky. Well, see, Foof, I think the lob wedge is like 57 degrees aloft. Like I don't even, it's not really on my radar. But the, fucking toey shit. The sand wedge is usable. You guys not playing fairway woods 5-7, not playing hybrids, and favoring the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through wedge. It's definitely hindering my ability to hit greens because those clubs require your respect. They require precision, and I don't have that yet. Those clubs demand to be hit correctly. Should I be using a 7 wood or a 4 or 5 hybrid instead? Absolutely. I'll be the first one to agree with you there. Also, Foof, for some reason, everything's a par 3 on this course. Not really 19 over par. But I know you guys don't come here to watch the golf. What do we got? 168 with a tailwind. Foof says sand wedge is about 53. So I don't know. The lofts are different between the beryllium coppers and the steel ones is all that I've been able to glean off the internet. By a couple of degrees, I think. Now, were those sources legit? I don't know that. I don't know that. Okay, guys, it's left or it's right, but it's rarely straight. And I don't care. I need to get my reps in, and then I need to start seeing if I'm actually going to get sick or not, because I'm starting to feel the effects. So let's look at the numbers. First time I hit out of a sand trap on the green, I usually check numbers. 40 yards a carry, 26 yards a carry. So we almost lost 50% power, speed, which is about normal for a greenside bunker, allegedly. 12 footer. And yeah, Foof, this Jaws Raw's a 58. It's just, do I want to pay $300 for a fucking beryllium copper lob wedge, you know? These are questions we must ask ourselves. Let's tee off 400-yard par 3 here. Seems very not sus at all. And we got OB on the left. Let's give ourselves a little bit of insurance here. That should be fine. It's deep, rough though, so we got to do some calculations. 140 plus 25% of 140 is going to be 175. It don't matter. Of fucking course. The first time I've pured that 4-iron in a hot minute, and that happened. Fuck my life. Regular rough. That's in the bunker. You can always feel when it's like a toey roller. You can always feel it. A fucking toey roller. Yeah, that totally wouldn't have gone in the hole. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is there another sim software out yet? Yes, no, maybe? Let's look at some shitty TikToks. Foof says he's never measured his lofts, which is a very good segue into what I was about to say. And so he's not sure what if they match the chart, but the sand wedge feels stronger than the 56 degrees he's used to. It does. I know when you start to get into clubs this old that have had the shit beat out of them for 40 years, there's a good chance that the stock factory lies and lofts are probably not correct anymore on at least a few of them, okay? That is something that I'm a foray that I'm going to adventure into sooner or later. Get a lie and loft gauge, or maybe buy that really nice piece of equipment from GolfWorks that does it all digitally. And yeah, beryllium copper's an addiction. Okay, guys, this lady's name is Deja Lapari. Maybe she's, I don't know, Puerto Rican or something. She says, unfortunately, it is true. Valentine's Day is the day where you will see if a man actually likes you like he says he does. Way too many commas. Way too many commas. Fucking tone down the commas. Nothing exposes men like Valentine's Day. If he fumbled today, imagine the rest of your life with him. This lady's basically saying, if this guy fucked up Valentine's Day, for which there is no script, mind you, that the rest of your life is going to be terrible with him because he fucked up Valentine's Day. Have fun, Deja Lapari. Have fun having one dude after another plow through you because you're fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. That's like saying if my wife forgot my birthday, that's an indicator of how the rest of my life with her would be. Okay. Palms and Trouble Gen X says, Gen X, who actually drank water out of the hose? I don't know anyone that did. This is obviously clickbait / rage bait. I have drank fucking hundreds of thousands of gallons of water out of the hose. So get that shit out of here, bitch. But I'm in America. I don't know if that's how shit happened in the UK or Australia or other places. Okay? Okay, so Foof says he got his lies adjusted to red dots. Hopefully it wasn't by some fucking 19-year-old kid with a fucking head of broccoli haircut, like the guy who works at the shop over here near me. And then he says senior prom was fucked up, entire life is over. Dude, I think senior prom, my wife and I went and made out in a bush or something. No. That was Sadie Hawkins, I think. We didn't even go to the motherfucker. We went somewhere and did shit that teenagers do. All right, guys, we're on 16, 391 yard par 3. Okay, we're getting a bit heely here. I would love to hit off the face of the club, but the fact of the matter is that I'm just trying to swing too goddamn hard. 168 plus something. Oh shit, he sent him to ping. Yeah, you're a champ, dude. I want that machine off of GolfWorks that does all the calculations and shit digitally. But you guys, whoever's listening here, if you're a golf fanatic, the stuff I hear Ping do, I don't hear about it from any other manufacturer. Ping's got the color coding system, right? You're either adding or subtracting to your lie or subtracting from your lie. And you can also call Ping support. Like I can take this serial number off the back of the hosel here, 34459, and I can give it to the person on the other end of the phone at Ping, and they will give me as much information as they can about that serial number from a club that was probably manufactured in the 80s. Right? You guys, it would have taken a Christmas miracle to get that ball to stop out of that lie. Okay? It's still rolling. It's going coast to coast. There was no chance there. 28 plus 14, 29 plus 14, I don't know, 45 feet. Just stay in the circle, please. Foof says it's only $60 to readjust and repaint a full set. I might think about that. I'd rather buy a $2,000 gadget that I'll use one time. Am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I right, guys? That was fat, but I took an extra club, so we'll see where we end up. I've had worse shots. So Tim says he still drinks water from the hose. I do too. When the hose is hooked up, like if I'm out working in the yard or pouring some concrete or something and it's 105 degrees, because that's when I decide to do all the shit that I need to do, I'll drink out of the hose. I'm not going to sit and nurse a glass of lemonade or something. I'm just going to drink what I need to drink to not be dehydrated, right? Guys, this is going to break over a very, very, like 100 feet. So just enjoy the ride. We're certainly dropping some frames. I mean, I already got one Garmin watch, and yeah, it was a little more expensive than I wanted it to be. I don't know, dude. I kind of want to have all of those tools at my disposal. Like maybe someday when I'm too old to golf, I'll be like that old fucking dude who like does an amazing job at building clubs. We should be fine unless that takes just a terrible bounce. Foof says most bottled water is just tap water anyway. Hose water has extra flavor in it. Hose water that has extra flavor in it. I actually remember something in the media years and years and years ago about how this bottled water manufacturer or distributor was literally filling the bottled water up in their fucking bathtub. And that was the source, was their bathtub somewhere in like middle America. Crazy, dude. And the best part about it is I don't even know if that's illegal or not. Foof says the guy at the hunting store that only has thumbs but is a master at making fishing flies. Oh, shit. What's funny is we can all picture that guy. What the fuck was that? I already know what it was. I'm not going to look at the replay because nothing goes to the right like that except for a shankety doodly doo. So there you go, boys and girls. Nothing quite goes to the right like a shank. Well, no, a toenail will do that too. Anyway, there you go for your entertainment. And that was also for your entertainment. You can wave that motherfucker goodbye. Must have hit that too low on the face. Let's do it again. (21, 22, 26, 27 feet here. We'll take it. Locally sourced microbrew water. Okay, guys, we're not actually 25 over par. We shot an 83, which to me means we're 11 over par. Stats. You're not going to get any because it thinks it's a par 3 course. So this is, I don't know if this messes with your real statistics, honestly. That's a lovely question. Okay, so now we're able to download Flying Fat Kids Crazy Fun League. It errored out before, so let's see what it does. And let's crush a round of golf real quick. Go. Flying Fat Kids Crazy Fun League. You know what? Flying Fat Kid is my dude. I don't like par 3 courses, but we will play another one. The other one wasn't really a par 3 course, but I think you see what I did there. 5-foot gimmies, normal greens, normal fairways, 11 stimp, wind breezy, etc., so forth and so on. But it's 2,600 yard course. So we will be staying in this region of the golf clubs here. Foof says that would be the perfect course for sandbaggers to raise their handicap up to stomp the high handicaps. Statistically, numerically, no, you are not wrong at all, my friend. Let's see if we can hit us another El Hosel rocket here. Far from a hosel rocket, but also far from a birdie, unfortunately. You guys, the good thing about these is the rounds usually go fairly quickly. And I do owe you guys some TikToks. We've been doing a 2-for-1 deal on TikToks today only because I feel like shit. 31 feet. $170 down 14 is going to be 156 into a slight headwind. Pins over on the right side of the green. Let's just aim for the center of the green. It's fading back, but it seems long. That'll do fine. We'll put that anyway. Although it just won't stop. It simply won't stop. We should have hit a 7-iron there. Guys, I can't really putt this. I'll go over under on that shot actually doing that in real life. Uh, 140 with a crosswind. Got a lot of green to play with. Good shot, probably too far away to be thinking about a birdie. We'll see what the putt looks like. We could feasibly make this if we can keep the HLA under control. 18.5 footer. Okay, let's look at some shitty TikToks. Oh, fuck, another one of these. If we're being honest, expecting unpaid labor, emotional caretaking, sexual access, domestic work, childbirth, and a 50-50 financial split is not equality, it's extraction. You guys, I'm not a smart man, but what this dumb motherfucker means is extortion, not extraction. They mean extortion. If you are with a man who expects you to do all of this stuff and still a 50-50 split, it's either because he's a fucking dickhead or you're a fucking bitch. Okay? If you're staying at home and raising that man's children, you shouldn't expect a 50-50 split from you. Aight? Also, words mean things. It's not extraction, it's fucking extortion. You dumbass. Oh, you guys make this easy for me. And I'd say that my IQ is room temperature at best in Fahrenheit. Let's see here, 120 yards. Foof says they probably don't even know the difference between equality and equity. I think if you're putting shit on TikTok and you're not proofreading it and you're griping about your spouse in a TikTok instead of talking to them and working things out, there's probably a lot of shit you don't know. Guys, I said it in the beginning of the video, a relationship is a collaboration, it's not a competition. Men bring different things to the table than women do. It's a yin and yang. Stop making it into a fucking competition. It's not one. You fucking dummies. Little left, little long. Kind of like Foof's wang. Just kidding, I've never seen it. This is going to be an achy breaky son of a bitch up the hill. That's where I think we should go. 51 plus 22 is 73. That is fucking gone, dude. I hit that way too hard. That's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say these greens are easy. 17 saying uphill, but if you go too far, you're rolling back down and you're going to be where you originally were. So be careful. Just do that and get it in the circle. You can get it in the little circle or the big circle, but you need it to stop in one or the other. Alright? 180 to a green that's well protected by bunkers, and you've got a bit of a headwind / crosswind. What do you do here? I don't know. You hit your golf ball. All right? You hit your golf ball. Oh, and the green is crowned. It's up on a turtle shell. So if this ball stops on this green or is anywhere near it, we shall rejoice. Or if it's a fucking hole-in-one. Hell, I don't know, folks. I don't even know what I'm doing here. That was the Ping beryllium copper 4-iron right up in your fucking suck hole. Is this the same hole again? Okay, 114. It's not TikTok time yet. This next dude is hilarious and I love him. He's fucking hilarious. 114 with a bit of a headwind. Pins at the front of the green. Jesus Christ. Are these magical beryllium copper clubs or what? No, we know they're not magical because that last round I couldn't hit anything. The handles on his waist-high kitchen cabinets stick out a ways and keep trying to castrate him. Hashtag long dong problems. Foof's saying he's a shower and a fucking grower. Did you even think you could be both? Guess what? You can. That was a very makeable putt. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. 147 down, 15 is going to be about 130, but keep in mind you've got a very healthy headwind here. So take some extra club. Take some extra club to the club. Oh! So that was 7,500 RPM of backspin off of an 8-iron. Is that normal? I don't know, but I think these are the illegal versions of these clubs. Well, the grandfathered versions. 42 feet. Very respectable putt. You could probably tap that in for par. I will say that this Titleist Pro V1 is getting super fucked up. It might be actually time to retire it. Here we go. I'm retiring this to the bag. No, I'm not retiring it to the bag. We got to burn through all these shitty... Does anyone want like 10 fucking boxes of MAXFLI, TRIFLI golf balls? I bought them on sale because I'm stupid. I heard the familiar slap. Did we just hosel another one? Guys, it's feast or famine in this motherfucker, I swear to God. Like I'm either toenailing it or hitting off the hosel, so rejoice in my pain. Let's see here. It'd have been really nice to get that closer to the pin, but it'd also be really nice if I had a full, thick, luscious head of hair too. So we don't always get what we want in life. Okay. You guys know when you start to get a sore throat, and you know you're starting to get sick. That's where I am right now. If I gave that a smidge more pace. Unfortunately, that took us back up to what, +1? It don't matter. It don't matter. Let's check out a TikTok. Foof says, did you polish those coppers with ground up leprechaun? That's actually funny, dude. I think if we lived near each other, we would drink many beers together. You guys, I love this Randy Rodoni dude. He's fucking hilarious. He flips out this knife. It's like a, whatever it is. It's not a switchblade, the other one. And it ends up being a comb for his mustache. And he just looks like a cool dude. And he says, guys, got a small wiener? I have a solution. Grow a mustache. You'll still have a small wiener, but you'll look cool. Oh, dude, I love this guy. He self-deprecates and the whole 9 yards. Oh, Jesus. This next one sucks. I'm just going to delete that so it doesn't ever see the light of day. Okay, this next one's kind of funny just because this chick's a moron. 138 with a crosswind. I told my wife I thought I was getting sick, and she said, maybe you should take some time off of golf. And I said, no, I think if I get sick enough, I'm going to have to take some time off anyway, so I might as well do it while I still can. And if I don't get sick, then I got my reps in for the day and all is well, right? Good shot, too much club. What's new? Look at her go. Okay, that's going to be like a 60-foot putt uphill. 65 plus 21. Like 75 feet. All right, that's enough. You guys, those are super hard to judge. Foof says he said it's about all you can do to at least shorten the amount of time you're sick for. Nothing can stop it. Yeah. I don't know how not playing in the simulator today would have changed anything. Oh, real cliffhanger there, boys and girls. Real cliffhanger. My head is starting to hurt though, and my throat's scratchy, so I think I'm up shit creek, guys. But we'll see. I want to hit me a little 160 yarder. Foof says it filtered your first comment about zinc for some reason. His first comment. I was talking with somebody in my chat yesterday, and they said that I don't have any profanity filters on or anything. So I am not sure why your comment would have been filtered. That's going fucking goodbye, guys. Later, Gator. Let's see where it drops us. I will take this drop. Must have had a closed club face slightly over the top. Not must have, I mean I did. The proof's right there. He said, Foof says a pharmacist said to take 15 milligrams of zinc every 2 hours when you start feeling sick. I've heard that. I've heard vitamin C, and then I've also heard people say that there's nothing you can do to keep it from coming. Yep. Guys, these double bogeys are fucking wrecking us. 11. 1 110 to the pin with a crosswind. You can see we're slowly sliding down the leaderboard. But today's Monday, so the Flying Fat Kid's got a lot of people in his league. So what I say, 110 with a crosswind. Flying Fat Kid, blah, 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 has got a lot of people in his league, and a lot of them are good, so. Even if you were at the top of the leaderboard after day one, you wouldn't be there for very long. Guys, we've had some really good shots, and we've had a couple of that were offline but in the water. I really can't complain about the iron striking today. It's been really good. So we'll just complain about shitty TikToks instead. All right, what do we got? This is obviously one of those rage baits. She's already got 145 comments in there. Her name's Sierra Moreno. You look like a Moreno. You look like a fucking Sierra Smith to me. Anytime I feel guilty for drinking a Monster while pregnant, I just remind myself, there are women, not there is women. There are women out there that still drink, do drugs, and vape while pregnant. So one Monster a day ain't that bad. Less caffeine than coffee too. Bad news, you fucking dumb shit. That can of Monster Energy you're holding has at least 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. A cup of coffee has nowhere near that much in it. Maybe a third. So you're fucking stupid. What's new? If you guys are watching the channel and you're regulars, you'll notice that I have a lot of people in here in these TikToks, and the majority of them are female. I don't choose what comes through my feed. I don't tailor my feed. I don't like anything. I don't heart anything. I don't follow anybody. Okay? This is just the shit I'm getting. You guys, I see something very precarious here. Do you see how we're going through an archway? Do you see how we're going through as soon as I can get my cursor on the screen? You see how we're going through an archway? I'm hoping that my shot doesn't hit the arch. There is actually some chance my shot will hit the arch. But this is a video game and I don't really give a shit, so I'm just going to hit the club I should hit with this amount of wind, and we should be fine. Yeah, Foof says YouTube filters some really weird words. I have seen it filter some very strange shit that didn't need to be filtered. So guys, let's see if we hit this archway or if it's merely an illusion. I'd say we were dreadfully close to hitting that arch. Also, if GS Pro, if you're listening, which you're not, because all I do is chap on your product. If you're listening, can you please give us camera controls? Slow motion, inch forward, inch backward. Because just having a fucking play button is some shit from like, I think the PlayStation Media Player had more options than that, okay? Like, let's go. It's 2026. You dumb shits. I don't know what happened there. It was not a push, it was not a pull, it was almost perfect. Foof says he's trying to comment about how the zinc makes the illness shorter by around a day or two. My wife's buys zinc in bulk, so I don't think it's going to hurt me to take it unless it makes you shit your pants or something. 173 with a tailwind. Let's play like a 165 club. Foof says vitamin C doesn't work because the rest of it just gets pissed and shat out of your body. He didn't say that last part. That was, I ad-libbed that. That was a bit thick. Roll up there. We got some work to do. I got to decide if I want to putt or risk thinning or thicking a shot. Let's putt. It's going to go right out of this lie. 43 plus 14, 50, whatever. Uh, 135 with a crosswind. Yeah, Foof, I won't be able to take it during the night because if I wake up every 2 hours, I'm going to be less than useless the next day. So maybe I'll take some before bed. I know it won't have the same effect, but that sucks. Get up. We'll be fine. What do we do there? Over the top and off the heel. Oh, quit blowing the ball by the fucking hole, man. It's causing you to 2-putt, 3-putt everything. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Fuck. Guys, I intentionally pulled that ball because I didn't want to aim, and it still went that far to the right. 145 with a tailwind. Bounce up there. All right, we might be able to get a par. Okay, so take it every 2 hours during your waking hours. I gotcha. Yeah, I can do that. Mama just bought a bunch of zinc. 28 plus 13 is 40, low 40s. $15 milligrams every 2 hours you're awake. Where's my pen? Yeah, I won't remember that, but I will remember it now. Why do I also feel like this is a fucking trap? It's a trap. Get up there, dude. Come on. Get up there. That was what? Thick? That was way too thick. That was off the top of the club face. You'd have taken a nasty ass beaver tail on that shot. Oh, come on, dude. Gotta be leaving yourself with either in the circle or a short putt. This is not gonna do. This is not gonna work. 14 footer. Come on, dude. What the fuck are these greens? I thought it said they were 11. Dude, this is gonna be another tough putt. Shit. What are you doing, buddy? Guys, I've said this 100 fucking times. Par 3 course will bring out the worst in your game. Unless your short game's your strength, it will bring out the worst in your game. Okay, so now we're 4 over on a fucking par 3 course. 150 to the pin with a crosswind. Foof says, is this the course from the Internet Invitational? To which I reply, I do not know, sir. The par 3 course at the resort they went to, that's what the waterfall reminded him of. The waterfall reminded me of one of those holes on the, I'm playing Tiger Woods 2004 on the PS2. And I can't remember what the course is, but it's obviously fictional. It's mostly around the ocean, it looks like. It's not the Predator. Uh-oh. Stop, 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 stop. Yeah, was it Penguin Falls? Foof says he thinks it was Penguin Falls. Too much turf. Guys, golf is fucking hard. Bogey, 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 bogey. You've got a couple of holes to look it up, sir, if you so desire. Let's hit us a little 150-yard shot. Bounce right. Really good strike there on 18. We'll watch a shitty TikTok or two, and then I will bid you guys adieu for the evening. 19-foot putt. Just stop in the circle, please. Okay, guys, we finished 5 over. I'd look at stats, but 3 birdies, a couple of bogeys, and a couple of dubs. Not bad. Let's check out some TikToks. Maybe later. Okay, we already looked at the caffeine dipshit here. Let's check out another one. Alex smashes the patriarchy. Oh, you're probably really fun at parties. Oh, Jesus Christ. This one is for the girls, gays, and theys only. Shit. Then why was I able to find it? Don't answer that. Say no to as many men as possible. It's good for them. Keeps them on their toes and starts to slowly rebalance the power on our planet. Tell me in the comments how many no's you give out. Oh, fuck. Guys, men and women were meant to operate together, yin and yang. It's not a competition. Don't tell us no. We won't tell you no, at least not arbitrarily, just for no reason. And everybody will be better for it. Okay? In the meanwhile, Alex, who is crushing the patriarchy, should shut the fuck up. You ever tried that, Alex? Shutting the fuck up? All right, what do we got in the chat? Foof says it was Tiger's Dream 18 on PGA 2002. Was there some course that was almost out in the ocean or in some tropical environment? But I'm playing 2004. And I know it's not the Predator because it's not in a jungle. I'm not sure. All right, guys. I didn't intend to be out here this late. I love each and every one of you, like fathers and children's and mothers and aunts and whatever. Okay? I don't know who's watching this. Foof says it's the Fiji one. Maybe it is. I've been cycling between Tiger Woods 2004 and Hot Shots Golf Open T2 on the PlayStation Portable. So, I'm sure you can guess which one I have more fun with. And I was thinking about doing some videos where I play a golf video game. Especially like if I get sick in the next few days or something and I can't or shouldn't be swinging a club. What I would do is just turn your screen into my video game. Black Rock Cove. I think it's Black Rock Cove, dude. I think you're right. But anyway, I was in the middle of telling you guys goodbye and then I started on another tangent. This has been a Turbo Talon Golf production. I really appreciate you guys. Foof's been dominating the chat. He's number one here. Foof's a wealth of knowledge. He knows shit about golf clubs. Like, he's forgotten more about golf clubs than I will ever know. But I appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat, and I have to wave you adieu. So we'll see you in the next live stream. Have a good one, guys.